Have you ever found yourself drifting on the softest edges of wakefulness, where the bustling world outside begins to dissolve and a new, inner stillness starts to bloom? It's a gentle, almost imperceptible transformation, isn't it? This quiet unfolding of the self as it prepares for its nightly voyage into the deep, tranquil seas of sleep. Even before we fully surrender to slumber's profound embrace, there's a curious, continuous slowing that begins within the intricate pathways of our bodies and minds, a silent dimming of the bright, sharp edges of awareness, a subtle reweaving of sensations that hints at a profound, yet often overlooked, magic residing within us. We slip from the active, yet defined contours of our busy day into a landscape where the familiar rhythms of waking life become wonderfully pliable, like soft clay beneath a potter's gentle, shaping hands, ready to be molded by the quiet currents of rest. Consider for a moment the common, wondrous miracle of deep sleep. It is a state of profound physiological rest, where your breath deepens, your heart rate slows its steady beat, and your muscles release their hold, becoming soft and yielding. In this precious embrace that your body performs its silent, essential work of repair and restoration, mending the subtle wear of the day, replenishing its precious stores of energy, and consolidating the delicate threads of memory. While your conscious mind may feel utterly absent, drifting in realms unknown, a vast, complex symphony of biological processes continues, unseen and unhurried. This is not idleness, but a deeper, more profound form of activity, a quiet, continuous hum of life diligently working to sustain your very being. Think of an ancient, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow, carrying nutrients, shaping the lake bed, and sustaining the myriad forms of life that reside in its depths. The surface stillness is merely a reflection of a deeper, enduring movement. Our body in deep sleep is like this lake, outwardly still, yet inwardly teeming with the quiet, vital processes that ensure its continued vitality. This ability of complex biological systems to enter states of profound deceleration, to seemingly pause their active engagement with the world while maintaining their fundamental essence, is a testament to the remarkable ingenuity of life itself. It suggests a deep, inherent wisdom within all living things, a capacity for profound rest that serves as the foundation for vibrant awakening. But now, let us consider how this profound stillness of rest often leads our minds to gently wander, to explore the very edges of our understanding, particularly regarding the astonishing nature of beginnings and subtle creation. In those quiet moments just before sleep, or during the soft flow of a daydream, our thoughts might turn to the genesis of things, the earliest memory of a beloved childhood home, the quiet genesis of a cherished friendship, or even the grand, unspoken questions of where we ourselves come from, where all life originated. This innate human curiosity about origins, about the first spark of existence, is a gentle and universal whisper, echoing through our deepest contemplations. Imagine the crisp, cool air just before dawn, before the first rays of the sun paint the sky with vibrant hues. The world is still hushed, in a state of profound peace. Then, almost imperceptibly, tiny, glistening beads of moisture begin to form on the delicate petals of a sleeping flower, on the intricate strands of a spider's web, or on the smooth blades of grass. These are dewdrops, tiny, pristine, spherical jewels, born from unseen processes in the stillness of the night. Each dewdrop is a miniature world, perfectly formed, reflecting the nascent light of the approaching day. The formation of a dewdrop is a quiet miracle of nature, a testament to how profound beauty and essential elements can arise from seemingly simple conditions. As the ground and surfaces cool during the night, often radiating heat more quickly than the air immediately above them also cools, When this air cools to its dew point, the temperature at which it becomes saturated with water vapor, the invisible water vapor in the air gently condenses into tiny, visible liquid droplets. These droplets then delicately gather on cool surfaces, often around microscopic dust particles or irregularities on leaves, slowly growing larger and merging until they become the glistening dewdrops we observe. This isn't a dramatic event, but a pervasive, subtle transformation, a continuous whisper of moisture that settles across the landscape. Born from the quiet embrace of night and temperature, this leads us to a gentle but profound inquiry. What wisdom does a single dewdrop hold? Born from such stillness and subtle transformation, if this tiny, unassuming drop of water, appearing so ephemeral, contains an essence shaped by the unseen currents of night air and the pervasive presence of moisture, then what profound secrets might it whisper about the larger world? What if even the simplest, most fundamental elements of our planet, like water, embody an ancient wisdom, a deep connection to the rhythms of Earth that we are only just beginning to gently perceive? This isn't about magical powers, but about recognizing the exquisite, often surprising, interconnectedness of energy, matter, and the subtle rhythms that shape all of existence, on scales far grander and far more minute than our human senses can perceive. It's a profound dialogue that has been humming within the very fabric of reality since the beginning of the cosmos. A symphony of unseen forces orchestrated by gentle, pervasive energies. Consider the intricate web of processes that shape even a simple dewdrop. The cooling of the Earth's surface, the unseen water vapor in the air, the presence of microscopic condensation nuclei all conspire to create its perfect form. Similarly, the myriad processes within our bodies, from the flow of fluids to the cellular interactions, are orchestrated by countless subtle environmental cues and internal rhythms. The dewdrop, in its very essence, hints at how profound complexity and essential beauty can arise from the simplest of starting points. From the gentle interplay of fundamental physical principles, the dewdrop also carries within it the memory of the atmosphere it just left. Trapped within its tiny form are molecules that were floating freely in the night air, perhaps carrying the scent of distant flowers, or the subtle chemical signature of the atmosphere itself. As the sun rises, the dewdrop begins to reflect its light, shimmering with an inner brilliance, before it eventually evaporates back into the atmosphere, continuing its eternal journey. This cycle from invisible vapor to visible drop and back again highlights the profound continuity of water, its ceaseless dance between states, and its role as a silent witness to the rhythms of the Earth. It's a reminder that even the smallest things are part of larger, interconnected cycles, perpetually transforming and always returning to their source. This contemplation of the deep slumber of dew and its profound implications for understanding subtle beginnings is not meant to stir alarm or uncertainty. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing complexity of our own being and the natural world. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of scale and simplicity is but one perspective, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of invisible processes, constantly shape our experience. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of nature, even if we don't fully understand their language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of existence and the nature of reality itself. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of your own deep slumber and the gentle whispers from the deep slumber of dew bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within all living things, silently working to perceive, to adapt, and to exist in harmony with their internal and external environments. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of how dew forms. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of your body's profound internal world and the pervasive potential of universal energy. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool night air. You are safe, you are warm, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of tiny beginnings. All is calm, all is clear, as the whispers from the deep slumber of dew guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As the soft whispers from the deep slumber of dew gently recede, and the subtle contours of our familiar waking world gradually soften into a tranquil twilight, we are invited to consider a deeper, more profound landscape, the vast and intricate microscopic dance of water molecules. Imagine it, if you will, that the seemingly simple liquid flowing in a river, filling a glass, or composing the very essence of your being, is not just a formless fluid. Instead, it is a boundless, tranquil ocean, where countless tiny particles, the fundamental building blocks of water. Two hydrogen atoms gently embracing one oxygen atom to form H2O are perpetually in motion, endlessly forming and breaking delicate bonds. This isn't a void, but a vibrant, living realm, teeming with unseen activity, a constant ballet of ephemeral energies and subtle forces, shaping its very nature in ways we are only just beginning to softly understand, like sunlight filtering through a soft morning haze, hinting at immense potentials yet to fully coalesce. We often perceive water as a uniform, continuous substance. When we pour it, it flows. When it freezes, it becomes solid. When it boils, it becomes steam. These familiar states define our macroscopic experience. However, the gentle gaze of modern chemistry and physics, particularly at the unimaginably tiny scales of the atomic and molecular world, reveals a far more dynamic and astonishing truth, even in what appears to be the most still droplet. Water molecules are in a ceaseless, intricate dance, a constant flutter of vibration and interaction. Think of a bustling, ancient city where everything is constructed from just a few basic types of bricks. Individually, each brick is simple, inert, but when countless bricks are arranged in intricate yet deliberate patterns, guided by a master plan, they form magnificent buildings, complex bridges, and bustling marketplaces. Our universe is much like this city, and the H2O molecule is its foundational brick for all things aqueous. It is the raw material from which everything, from the smallest dewdrop to the deepest ocean, is patiently and gracefully assembled. Building layer upon delicate layer, this leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these simple water molecules, so seemingly unassuming on their own, create such astonishing properties? And how do they engage in this ceaseless dance? The answer lies in their unique structure and the remarkable hydrogen bond. A water molecule is not linear, it has a bent shape, with the oxygen atom at the center and the two hydrogen atoms attached at an angle. This gives the water molecule a slight positive charge on the hydrogen side and a slight negative charge on the oxygen side, making it a polar molecule. This polarity is crucial. It allows water molecules to gently attract each other, forming temporary delicate connections called hydrogen bonds. Consider the intricate action of tiny, unseen dancers. Each dancer is simple, but they continuously reach out to hold hands with their neighbors, forming fleeting lines and circles, constantly changing partners. This is precisely what water molecules do. In liquid water, these hydrogen bonds are constantly forming and breaking, on timescales of trillionths of a second. A water molecule might be bonded to 4 neighbors one instant, and then to only 2 the next. This continuous, rapid forming and breaking of hydrogen bonds is the molecular dance of water. It's what gives water its fluidity, its capacity to dissolve so many substances, and its remarkable ability to regulate temperature. The speed and dynamism of this dance are truly astounding. Even at room temperature, like water molecules are vibrating, rotating, and translating, moving from place to place at incredible speeds. The hydrogen bonds, though delicate, are strong enough to hold the molecules together, allowing water to remain liquid over a wide range of temperatures, essential for life. The gentle haze here refers to the elusive nature of this molecular dance. We cannot directly see these individual molecules or their fleeting bonds, nor can we perceive the ceaseless fluctuations. However, their subtle effects like water's surface tension, its capacity for specific heat, or its solvent properties provide evidence for its dynamic reality. It's like peering through a soft mist, hoping to discern the faint outline of a distant shore, a whisper of a hidden landscape, confirming that seemingly simple water is far from inert. This concept of water's dancing molecules is crucial when contemplating the idea that water might remember or retain subtle information. If water molecules are constantly forming and breaking intricate temporary structures due to hydrogen bonding, then it's possible that these transient water clusters or structural networks could be subtly influenced by the presence of other molecules or energies. Even if a substance is diluted to the point where it's no longer physically present, the subtle rearrangement or imprint left on the water's hydrogen bond network could theoretically persist, like an echo in a quiet chamber. This is the intriguing, albeit controversial idea of water memory. While mainstream science generally holds that such memory is not physically possible due to the rapid breaking and reforming of hydrogen bonds, the very act of contemplating this profound possibility pushes the boundaries of our understanding and invites a deeper curiosity into the nature of matter and information. This idea means that water's true nature might be far more complex than a simple collection of H2O units. It implies that the very structure of water, its fluid dance, might be sensitive to subtle influences, potentially retaining information about its past interactions. It's like finding a perfectly formed, intricate seashell on a vast, seemingly empty beach, only to realize that the shell itself emerged from the restless, continuous dance of the ocean, a natural consequence of its inherent properties, a beautiful and spontaneous act of cosmic self-organization. The memory would not be a literal memory like a brain, but a subtle, structural pattern imprinted in its dynamic hydrogen bond network. The gentle haze here also refers to the profound uncertainty that surrounds our detailed understanding of water's intricate behavior, particularly at extremely dilute concentrations or in the presence of subtle energy fields. The haze represents the limits of our current knowledge, a beautiful frontier where science and poetic contemplation gently meet. It's not about a lack of information, but about the profound mystery of what lies beyond the veil of our current understanding. A place where new theoretical frameworks are born and refined, stretching our imagination to encompass reality in its most fundamental dynamic form. This contemplation of water's dancing molecules and the vastness of its potential is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of insignificance. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing possibility of nature's boundless creativity. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of water is but one perspective, and that this ubiquitous substance embodies profoundly different, yet equally valid, energetic states. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of water, even if we don't fully understand their ancient language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of existence and the nature of reality itself. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this gentle haze of water's dancing molecules envelop you. Feel the vastness of this hidden realm, the quiet hum of countless particles constantly interacting, and the boundless possibilities that lie beneath the surface of seemingly simple water. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, Draw in the quiet wisdom of water's intricate dance and its pervasive potential for subtle organization. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's molecular ballet. All is calm, all is clear, as the gentle haze of water's dancing molecules guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of water's molecular dance, softly moving through its subtle haze of ceaseless motion, we now approach a profoundly intimate and often overlooked realm, the echoes from ancient water crystals. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a single pristine snowflake, delicate and unique, drifting silently from the sky to settle on a window pane. To our eyes, it appears as a simple, beautiful form. But what if deep within its intricate crystalline structure, and within all forms of ice, there lie hidden whispers of the conditions they once experienced? A subtle memory etched into their very being by the energy and information that shaped them. This isn't just about frozen stillness. It's a profound journey backward through time itself, where each ancient crystal is a tiny messenger from water's long history, telling a story of immense patience and subtle transformation. We often perceive ice as merely solid, frozen water a static, inert substance that simply holds its form until it melts. And indeed, on the scale of our daily lives, ice appears perfectly unchanging. However, the gentle gaze of cryophysics and crystallography, meticulously observing and analyzing the intricate details within water's frozen forms, reveals a far more dynamic and astonishing truth. Water, even in its crystalline state, possesses remarkable complexity, and its structure can be subtly influenced by the conditions of its formation, potentially retaining a faint imprint of its past. Recall our earlier contemplation of the molecular dance of water, where H2O molecules are constantly forming and breaking delicate hydrogen bonds, creating a fluid, ever-changing network. This dynamism is what gives water its remarkable properties. When water cools and freezes into ice, these hydrogen bonds become more stable and ordered, locking the molecules into a rigid crystalline lattice. The most common form is hexagonal ice, seen in snowflakes. But water can form many other fascinating crystalline structures, even under different pressures and temperatures, creating various phases of ice, each with its own unique geometry. This ability of water molecules to arrange themselves into diverse, intricate patterns is a testament to its profound versatility. A silent, unseen artistry at play. Think of an ancient master glassblower, meticulously crafting intricate crystal sculptures. Each piece, though solid, bears the indelible marks of the heat, the pressure, and the subtle movements of the artist's breath that shaped it. Similarly, water, as it freezes into ice, is shaped by its environment, and its crystalline structure holds subtle echoes of those formative conditions. When scientists study ice crystals, particularly those formed under specific energetic influences, they are essentially reading the musical score of water from millions of years ago, deciphering the subtle forces that played upon it. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How might these ancient water crystals, particularly those found in long-preserved ice, hold memories or information about their past environments? And how do these subtle echoes reveal the vast tapestry of water's journey through time? They do so by providing unique windows into the conditions and energies that influenced them. 1. Ice cores layered. Chronicles. Imagine a colossal ancient librarian who, over hundreds of thousands of years, continuously adds new pages to an enormous book, one on top of the other, meticulously preserving each season's story. This is akin to the formation of ice cores, particularly from polar ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica. These immense cylinders of ice, sometimes extending over 3 kilometers, nearly 2 miles deep, are formed by the slow, continuous accumulation and compression of snow over vast spans of time. Each layer of ice, like a tree ring, traps ancient air bubbles, dust, volcanic ash, and chemical impurities. By meticulously analyzing these trapped bubbles and impurities, paleoclimatologists can reconstruct the atmospheric composition, including precise concentrations of greenhouse gases like CO2 and CH4, temperature, and even volcanic activity from hundreds of thousands of years ago. The very isotopic composition of the water molecules in the ice can reveal ancient temperatures, acting as a silent, precise thermometer. These ice cores are powerful echoes, telling a continuous story of Earth's climatic past, preserved in crystalline form, revealing shifts in global climate from the gentle changes of Earth's orbit to the more dramatic influences of ancient volcanic eruptions. 2. Crystal structures and energy imprints. Beyond macro-scale records, there's a more speculative yet captivating idea explored by some researchers that water's very hydrogen bond network might be able to subtly reorganize in response to external energies, or even the presence of very dilute substances, retaining some kind of structural memory even after the initial influence is gone. While mainstream science generally holds that such memory is not physically possible due to the rapid breaking and reforming of hydrogen bonds in liquid water. The idea is that in certain structured states, or in the process of freezing, water might capture subtle energetic imprints. Imagine a delicate, intricate glass sculpture that, when exposed to a specific sound or light, subtly shifts its internal molecular arrangement. And this shift leaves a faint, persistent ghost of that energy pattern within the crystal, detectable by sensitive instruments. This is the intriguing, though controversial, concept of water memory as proposed by some researchers, suggesting water's capacity to remember past interactions through subtle structural alterations in its vast, interconnected hydrogen bond network, like a faint resonance from a past touch, challenging our conventional understanding of information storage. These hypothetical imprints are the echoes we are contemplating. 3. Formation. Conditions and crystalline patterns. Even without controversial claims of memory, the way ice crystals form does record information about their environment. The precise temperature, pressure, humidity, and the presence of any impurities like dust particles all influence the specific shape, size, and internal structure of an ice crystal. A snowflake, with its unique, intricate hexagonal design, is a direct record of the atmospheric conditions it encountered as it fell through the sky. A glacial ice crystal, formed under immense pressure deep within an ice sheet, will have a different crystalline arrangement than a snowflake. By studying these subtle variations in crystalline patterns, scientists can deduce the conditions under which the ancient water froze, revealing specific moments in its long journey. This is a scientific form of reading the crystal's past, discerning the environmental whispers etched into its structure, providing a unique insight into the climate and atmospheric conditions from which it formed. A beautiful micro-autobiography. 4. Trapped inclusions. Ancient witnesses. Ancient water crystals, particularly within ice cores, can contain tiny, perfectly preserved inclusions that serve as direct witnesses from the past. Besides air bubbles, these can include microscopic dust particles from ancient deserts or volcanic eruptions, pollen grains from long-vanished forests, or even dormant microorganisms like bacteria or viruses that were frozen into the ice. These inclusions are like miniature time capsules, offering pristine samples of ancient environments and life forms, perfectly preserved within the water's crystalline embrace. The discovery of viable ancient bacteria or viruses from millennia-old ice is a profound echo, a direct voice from a bygone era, preserved in crystal, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the tenacity of life across geological time, a silent testament to survival. The sheer duration of time over which these geological processes unfolded, and over which water can act as a recorder, is profoundly humbling, often difficult for our fleeting human minds to grasp. These ancient water crystals have witnessed immense planetary changes, silently preserving their stories for thousands, even millions of years. The meticulous geological record, preserved faithfully in the ancient ice, allows scientists to reconstruct these vast, slow-motion dramas. It tells us that water, that ubiquitous substance, is a dynamic, living archive, continuously transforming, always alive, always evolving, and always holding secrets from its long, patient journey through the cosmos. The echoes from these crystals are a continuous whisper from the deep past, reminding us of the planet's vast, patient memory. This contemplation of the echoes from ancient water crystals and the profound mystery of water's potential to hold information is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of insignificance. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing reality that even seemingly inert substances conceal a history of profound, unhurried change. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of water is but one perspective, and that water, in its various forms, embodies profoundly dynamic, yet equally valid, informational states. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers embedded in the very crystals of our planet, even if we don't fully understand their ancient language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our home and the enduring nature of all existence. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that water is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of geological time. The echoes from ancient water crystals are a testament to water's astonishing capacity for preserving its own history and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most seemingly inert forms. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these ancient water crystals, recording water's long, slow breaths, envelop you. Feel the vastness of geological ages, the quiet hum of countless molecules forming and reforming, and the subtle, enduring presence of profound transformations held within the silent crystals. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's ancient history and its profound inner life. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent echoes from ancient water crystals. All is calm, all is clear, as the profound stillness of water's memory guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of water's ancient secrets. Softly moving through the echoing whispers from ancient water crystals, we now turn our attention to the profound and intricate connection that binds the very essence of water's ceaseless movement, the woven fabric of flow and its delicate, yet incredibly powerful threads of energy patterns. Imagine, for a quiet moment, the seemingly simple liquid flowing in a river, filling a glass, or composing the very essence of your being, not as a uniform, continuous substance, but as a magnificent, shimmering tapestry, impossibly intricate and endlessly flowing. Its countless patterns, the gentle swirl of a current, the subtle sparkle of light on its surface, the silent dance of its molecules are all subtly orchestrated, in part, by tiny, energetic, and incredibly pervasive streams of energy, like the warmth of the sun or the invisible pull of Earth's fields. This isn't chaos, but a dance of profound interconnectedness, a silent ballet where the very movement of water is shaped by these unseen, continuous energy flows, transforming its fluid essence into a dynamic, living form. We often perceive water's movement in broad strokes. A river flows downhill, waves crash on a shore, rain falls from the sky. We understand that gravity and physical forces dictate these movements. However, the gentle gaze of fluid dynamics and biophysics, meticulously observing and analyzing the intricate details within water's flow, reveals a far more sophisticated and interconnected reality. Water is not merely a passive medium, it is an active participant, constantly interacting with and being shaped by the energies that permeate its environment. The very flow of water, its capacity to erode mountains and nurture life, is a testament to the intricate way these tiny energy threads are woven through its liquid essence. Think of an ancient master weaver at their loom, creating an impossibly intricate and vibrant tapestry. Each individual thread, on its own, is simple a mere strand of color or texture. But when countless threads are intricately interwoven, following a precise, harmonious pattern, they collectively form a magnificent, detailed image. The beauty, the story, the very essence of the tapestry is not in any single thread, but in the relationships and interactions between them, in the way they intertwine and flow together. Water's flow, that grand tapestry of its ceaseless movement, is woven from countless molecular threads, the H2O molecules themselves, but it is the subtle, pervasive threads of energy patterns that fundamentally dictate its dynamic behavior, creating its currents, its eddies, and its remarkable capacity to carry and transform information, making its very movement a living, ever-changing pattern. The primary threads in this dynamic weave are the various forms of energy that continuously interact with water molecules. Water is a profound absorber and carrier of energy, from the radiant heat of the sun to the subtle electromagnetic fields that permeate our planet. These energy inputs don't just change water's temperature, they can subtly influence the hydrogen bonds between water molecules, which are constantly forming and breaking. While these bonds are fleeting in liquid water, their collective arrangement can create transient, organized structures or water clusters. The way these clusters form and dissolve, and how they interact with energy, is central to water's capacity to seemingly remember or carry subtle imprints. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these energy patterns shape water's flow? And how might they influence its capacity to hold subtle information or memory? The answer lies in the dynamic interplay between energy input and the inherent self-organizing properties of water molecules. Consider the radiant energy from the sun. Sunlight, in its journey to Earth, carries not just heat, but also information in the form of electromagnetic waves. When sunlight touches water, its energy can be absorbed, subtly influencing the vibrational states of water molecules and the dynamics of their hydrogen bonds. This interaction can lead to the formation of more ordered or complex water clusters or structured water for brief periods. While these structures are fleeting, their continuous formation and reformation could, theoretically, act as a subtle medium for carrying patterns of energy or information. It's like a quiet, continuous hum of energy, gently nudging the water molecules into specific, ephemeral arrangements, creating patterns that briefly persist and then dissolve, only to reform again. Beyond sunlight, other forms of energy can also weave through water. The Earth's natural electromagnetic fields, the subtle magnetic fields of living organisms, and even the vibrational energy from sound can all interact with water molecules. These interactions, though often very weak, can subtly influence the orientation of water molecules or the patterns of their hydrogen bonds. Imagine a vast, subtle current flowing through the water, gently nudging its individual molecules into specific alignments. Creating a transient, ordered structure, this suggests that water is not merely a passive conduit for energy, but an active participant, capable of subtly responding to and potentially carrying the imprints of the energetic fields it passes through. The threads of energy patterns in water's flow are also revealed in its various dynamic states. When water flows over rocks in a river or swirls into a vortex, it creates intricate vortices and turbulent patterns. These patterns are expressions of energy transfer and organization. Some theories propose that these dynamic patterns and the subtle energy fields that create them can also influence the underlying molecular structure of water, imbuing it with a kind of memory of its flow history. It's like a master calligrapher whose hand movements, though invisible after the ink dries, leave indelible patterns that speak volumes about the energy and intention behind the stroke. The physical act of flowing, guided by energy, leaves its own subtle signature within the water's essence. The controversial concept of water memory stems from these ideas. While not widely accepted by mainstream science due to the rapid breaking and reforming of hydrogen bonds in liquid water, it posits that water can retain a memory or imprint of substances it has contacted, even after those substances have been diluted to the point of non-existence. This memory is theorized to reside not in individual molecules, but in the subtle, transient patterns of water clusters or the energetic fields they carry. Proponents suggest that the energy patterns from the original substance somehow influence the organization of the water's hydrogen bond network, and that this structural information can then subtly influence biological systems, like a faint echo from a distant song. It's like a perfectly designed vault, its contents protected by the inherent strength of its construction, patiently safeguarding its precious cargo for eons. The scientific community is still gently exploring these fringes of understanding, seeking definitive evidence of such subtle effects. The implications of water's capacity to hold and transfer information through energy patterns are deeply profound. If water truly remembers its interactions, it suggests a universe where subtle energetic influences can have far-reaching effects, and where the boundaries between energy, information, and matter are more fluid than we commonly perceive. It suggests that water, that ubiquitous substance, is not just a solvent, but an active participant in life's energetic processes, subtly carrying and transmitting information through its dynamic structure. This understanding of water as a woven fabric, created and sustained by the continuous dance of its energy patterns, is profoundly beautiful. It suggests that this seemingly simple liquid is a dynamic, ever-changing masterpiece, constantly being rewoven by the pervasive energies of its environment. It challenges our intuitive sense of inertness, revealing a pervasive, subtle fluidity that is continuously in motion, forming the very essence of water's quiet, enduring life cycle. This contemplation of the woven fabric of flow, with its threads of energy patterns, is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that water is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of space and time. The threads of energy patterns are a testament to water's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, guiding all existence within its grand embrace. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this woven fabric of flow, with its threads of energy patterns, envelop you. Feel the subtle dance of profound connection at the very foundation of water's existence, the quiet hum of unity beneath everything liquid and known. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of interconnectedness and subtle transformation to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's profound patterns and its pervasive potential for unseen influences. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of an ancient lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's energetic dance. All is calm, all is clear, as the woven fabric of flow guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of water's ancient secrets, softly moving through the woven fabric of flow and the delicate threads of energy patterns, we now approach a fascinating threshold, the delicate boundary where profound contact meets the subtle stirrings of memory. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a tranquil lake at dusk, its surface perfectly still. On one side, the shore is illuminated by the familiar, comforting lights of objects making direct physical contact with the water, leaving a clear imprint. But stretching out into the serene darkness of the lake is an expanse where the first, almost imperceptible gleam of a distant lighthouse begins to appear, its light reaching across the vastness to hint at the profound, yet often overlooked capacity of water to gently retain a trace or information about substances it has merely contacted, even after those substances are no longer physically present. This gentle, shimmering light is akin to the quiet, nuanced understanding that water might hold a subtle, structural memory echoing its past interactions. In our everyday waking experience, if you dissolve sugar in water, the sugar molecules are distributed throughout the liquid. If you then somehow remove the sugar, the water no longer tastes sweet. We intuitively understand that if a substance is no longer physically present in a solution, its influence disappears, and the water returns to its original, undifferentiated state. This intuitive understanding forms the bedrock of our classical chemistry and physics, guiding our interactions with the world around us. However, the gentle gaze of some scientific inquiries, particularly in the more controversial and cutting-edge areas of water research, suggests a far more sophisticated and interconnected reality, where water, that ubiquitous solvent, might possess properties that defy our current conventional understanding of its inertness or its capacity to only hold information through the physical presence of solutes. Recall our earlier contemplation of the molecular dance of water, where H2O molecules are constantly forming and breaking delicate hydrogen bonds, creating a fluid, ever-changing network. This ceaseless dynamism is what gives water its remarkable fluidity, its capacity to dissolve so many substances, and its unique thermal properties. The intriguing concept of water memory posits that while these hydrogen bonds are indeed fleeting, the continuous, rapid forming and breaking of this network might allow for the subtle rearrangement or imprint of the water's underlying hydrogen bond structure when it interacts with a specific substance or energy pattern, even if that substance is then diluted to the point where not a single original molecule remains. A process known as serial dilution, often used in homeopathic preparations. The subtle structural signature or energetic trace left on the water could theoretically persist, like an echo in a quiet chamber after the sound has faded, or a faint scent lingering in the air long after the source has gone. Think of an ancient, perfectly built stone cottage, standing strong and seemingly independent. Most of the time, its internal warmth is generated by a steady, gentle fire within its hearth. But imagine if, by merely allowing a fleeting visitor to stand within its walls for a moment, the very air inside subtly held a faint, persistent ghost of their presence, a subtle shift in its essence, a unique resonance detectable long after they departed. Similarly, the concept of water memory suggests that when water comes into contact with a substance, it absorbs some kind of energetic or structural information, and this information is imprinted onto the water's dynamic structure, persisting even after extreme dilution. This is not a magical transformation, but a nuanced structural feedback loop, a profound conversation between matter and its most intimate solvent, challenging the very notion of what constitutes information. This leads us to a profound inquiry. How could water, a substance whose molecules are constantly in motion, truly remember a past contact? And what are the subtle ways this memory might manifest? The most commonly theorized mechanisms still largely in the realm of hypothesis and emerging research, include the formation of transient, yet information-carrying, water clusters or nanobubbles. These are highly organized, short-lived aggregates of water molecules influenced by the presence of solutes or external energy fields. The idea is that the specific patterns of these clusters, or the subtle changes in their energetic states, could act as a kind of information carrier, a faint resonance of past interactions. These structured patterns, rather than individual molecules, would be the carriers of the memory. Consider the intricate way a delicate crystal forms from a solution. The very impurities in the solution, or the subtle energy fields present during crystallization, can influence the final shape and structure of the crystal. While liquid water is far more dynamic than a solid crystal, proponents of water memory suggest that even fleeting structural changes in its hydrogen bond network could be amplified or maintained under specific conditions, allowing it to subtly remember past influences. This could involve the subtle rearrangement of hydrogen bonds into more stable, unique configurations that reflect the energetic signature of the original solute. It's like a quiet, continuous hum of internal strength, allowing these delicate components to withstand an unimaginable squeeze, preparing them for their eventual fiery destiny. The interaction of water with the substance could create a subtle template in its structure that persists even as individual molecules move and change. The reflecting light from the edge of contact and memory is this profound insight that the boundary between an active physical presence and a mere informational imprint might be far more fluid than our traditional understanding allows. This concept has garnered both immense curiosity and significant skepticism within the scientific community. It was notably popularized by the French immunologist Jacques Benveniste in the late 1980s, whose controversial experiments, involving highly diluted homeopathic solutions, suggested that water retained biological activity even when no original molecules remained. While these initial findings faced severe criticism due to lack of reproducibility in independent studies and methodological concerns, the fundamental question of water's potential for subtle information storage continues to gently intrigue researchers in fields like biophysics and materials science, who seek to understand water's properties beyond its bulk behavior. The challenges in providing definitive scientific proof for water memory are immense. The interactions are incredibly subtle, and the structures theorized to carry the memory are transient and difficult to directly measure. The very rapid breaking and reforming of hydrogen bonds in liquid water on the order of picoseconds makes it incredibly challenging to conceive of how a stable, long-lasting memory could be maintained. The vast majority of studies claiming evidence for water memory have not been able to be reliably replicated by independent research teams, which is a cornerstone of the scientific method. This has led mainstream science to approach the concept with extreme caution and skepticism, demanding rigorous, reproducible evidence before accepting such a paradigm shift. However, the very act of pondering this profound possibility pushes the boundaries of our understanding and invites a deeper curiosity into the nature of matter and information at its most fundamental level, constantly searching for those subtle, verifiable echoes. This doesn't diminish the beauty or importance of water's known properties. Water's role as a universal solvent, its capacity for specific heat, its unique density anomalies ice floats, and its vital role in all biological processes are already astonishing marvels of nature. The water memory hypothesis, whether eventually proven or disproven by future scientific breakthroughs, serves as a powerful reminder that there are still profound mysteries surrounding this ubiquitous substance, and that our current scientific models, while powerful, may not yet capture every subtle nuance of reality. It encourages an open mind to the vastness of scientific discovery, where even the most familiar can hold the most profound secrets. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, or to stir alarm about what is known or unknown. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It invites us to appreciate the astonishing elegance of the universe's design, recognizing that even the most fundamental aspects of existence, like the properties of water, might harbor secrets beyond our current grasp. It encourages us to cultivate a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of natural phenomena. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of creation and the nature of all existence. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that water is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp. A continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of its internal molecular landscape. The reflecting light from this edge of contact and memory is a testament to water's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most seemingly inert forms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this reflecting light from the edge of contact and memory bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within the water molecules, silently working to form, to interact, and to potentially hold subtle information, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to rush into the unknown or to grasp at immediate answers. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's profound potentials and its pervasive capacity for subtle organization. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a tranquil mountain lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's molecular ballet. All is calm, all is clear, as the reflecting light from the edge of contact and memory guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of water's hidden qualities, softly moving through the reflecting light from the subtle edge of contact and memory, we now turn our attention to the fascinating dance that unfolds from within and around this ubiquitous liquid, the silent, continuous process by which energetic resonance in water might subtly interact with our biological systems, eliciting profound and often unseen biological responses. Imagine, for a quiet moment, your familiar world infused with water, not as a static painting, but as a vast, tranquil ocean, its depths continuously swirling with countless subtle ripples. Each ripple represents a flow of energy, a specific frequency, a delicate vibration transmitted through or influenced by water. These are the unseen waves, the gentle yet powerful forces interacting within and upon our bodies, shaping the very currents of our health and well-being, perhaps even mediated by the water that defines so much of our being. We often perceive energy primarily in its direct, powerful forms: the warmth of the sun, the force of a strong current, the brilliance of a light. And indeed, these macroscopic energies profoundly influence us. However, the gentle gaze of biophysics and cutting-edge water science reveals a far more sophisticated and interconnected reality. Beyond simple heat or direct chemical reactions, subtle forms of energy, particularly specific frequencies and vibrations, might interact with water in ways that then influence biological systems. This suggests that water is not merely a passive medium or a simple solvent. It may be an active participant in the subtle energetic dance of life, acting as a conductor or even a subtle amplifier for these gentle influences, passing them on to the delicate machinery of living cells. Recall our earlier contemplation of the molecular dance of water, where H2O molecules are constantly forming and breaking delicate hydrogen bonds, creating a fluid, ever-changing network of transient structures. Imagine this internal ballet playing continuously, a subtle hum of molecular motion. The intriguing, though controversial idea of water memory posits that this dynamic network, or the water clusters it forms, could retain a subtle imprint or information about substances or energy patterns it has contacted. If this were true, then water could act as a carrier of energetic information, transferring subtle patterns to biological systems. This isn't about magical powers, but about the exquisite, often surprising, interconnectedness of energy, matter, and the subtle rhythms that shape all of existence. Where water acts as a universal medium for subtle energetic exchange, bridging the gap between external energies and internal biological functions. Think of a delicate, ancient tapestry, its intricate patterns defined by countless threads. Most of the time, it appears still, but imagine if subtle and harmonious vibrations were introduced beneath it, causing specific threads or patterns to gently shimmer and move, influencing the overall flow of the fabric, even without direct physical contact. Similarly, certain forms of energetic resonance, particularly those carried by water, might interact with specific biological structures within our bodies, eliciting targeted responses. These subtle interactions are like a continuous, invisible dialogue between the energetic ripples in water and our biological machinery, leading to profound effects on our health and vitality, influencing processes from the molecular to the systemic level. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How might water carrying these subtle energetic patterns interact with our biological systems, leading to specific biological responses? The proposed mechanisms are still largely in the realm of hypothesis and emerging research, often operating at the frontier of mainstream science, where traditional models are gently pushed to encompass new possibilities. 1. Influencing enzyme activity and protein folding. Imagine the intricate shape of a protein, the molecular machine that performs most functions in a cell. This shape is crucial for its activity. Water molecules are intimately involved in protein folding and activity, forming a hydration shell around proteins that is vital for their stability and function. If water can retain subtle energetic patterns, it is hypothesized that these patterns could gently influence the way proteins fold into their correct three-dimensional shapes, or subtly alter their conformational dynamics, thereby impacting their function. It's like a quiet, continuous hum, imperceptibly changing the tension of a delicate thread, ensuring it folds into the perfect shape for its purpose. Such subtle influences could potentially correct misfolded proteins which are linked to various diseases or enhance the activity of beneficial enzymes, thereby influencing countless biochemical reactions in the body, creating a cascade of positive effects at the cellular level. 2. Modulating cellular communication cells in our body are constantly communicating with each other through a symphony of chemical signals, ion movements, and subtle bioelectrical fields. Some theories suggest that water, acting as a pervasive medium within and between cells, could subtly influence this communication. If water clusters or energetic patterns can carry specific information, they might be able to alter the way cells receive or transmit signals, or change the sensitivity of cellular receptors to particular chemical messengers. This could potentially influence processes like cell growth, differentiation, proliferation, or programmed cell death, or profoundly impact immune responses, like a faint, harmonious melody nudging the rhythm of a cellular dance towards greater coordination and efficiency. This is a profound, invisible conversation happening within our tissues, where subtle energetic ripples in water persuade our body's defense mechanisms or growth processes to return to a state of harmonious vigilance and optimal function. 3. Resonating with biological frequencies. As we explored in previous chapters, everything in the body vibrates at its own characteristic frequencies from the molecular level to the organ system. Our cells, our DNA, our organs, and even our entire bodies possess subtle bioelectrical and vibrational signatures. If water, particularly structured water, or water carrying specific energetic imprints, could resonate with these biological frequencies, it might gently reinforce healthy vibrations or dampen chaotic ones. This is the principle of bioresonance, where external frequencies are used to persuade biological systems towards a more harmonious state. If water acts as a carrier for these beneficial resonant frequencies, it could amplify their effect, guiding the body towards greater equilibrium and self-healing. It's like a quiet tuning fork, vibrating in perfect synchronicity with a specific cellular melody, coaxing it back into perfect pitch, ensuring the entire cellular orchestra plays in harmony. 4. Affecting cellular water environment cells are filled with water, and the state of this intracellular water is crucial for all cellular processes. Some research suggests that water inside cells is more structured than bulk water, forming intricate, ordered networks near membranes and macromolecules. This structured water, often called the exclusion zone, EZ water, can influence everything from metabolism and enzyme kinetics to genetic expression and cellular transport. If external energetic inputs or water memory can subtly alter the structure or energetic properties of this cellular water, even temporarily, it could have profound implications for cellular function. This implies that water's subtle energetic state is not just a passive background, but an active participant in orchestrating life's most fundamental processes. Acting as a crucial interface between external energies and internal biology, the profound ability of water, carrying these subtle energetic patterns to influence biological systems, is a frontier of scientific inquiry, often met with skepticism from conventional science due to the lack of robust, consistently reproducible evidence for specific, universally accepted mechanisms. The interactions are incredibly nuanced, involving countless frequencies, amplitudes, and durations, all interacting with the unique biochemistry and physiology of each individual. However, ongoing research in fields like biophysics, nanochemistry, and water science continues to gently probe these mysterious connections. We are slowly, patiently learning the language of this vibrational dialogue, seeking to identify the specific energetic patterns or subtle water structures that might most profoundly promote health and harmony. Integrating ancient wisdom with modern scientific rigor, always listening for the faintest whisper of truth. This understanding of the ripples of energetic resonance and biological response, particularly through the medium of water, is not meant to be daunting or to diminish the comforts of conventional medicine. Instead, it offers a profound sense of empowerment and wonder. It suggests that our well-being is not solely determined by external interventions, but is also deeply intertwined with the subtle energetic rhythms that permeate our bodies and the world. Nurturing our internal harmony through mindful living, by appreciating the subtle energies around us, and by exploring potential therapeutic applications of structured water or resonant frequencies, is a gentle, powerful way to foster greater peace and vitality in our minds and bodies. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of water and our own bodies. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our health and harmony, guiding us towards a more holistic approach to well-being. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these gentle ripples of energetic resonance and biological response, carried by water, envelop you. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within your body, silently working to respond to harmonious vibrations, to repair and to restore balance, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of water's potential. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's profound internal harmony and its pervasive potential for subtle influence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a quiet internal sea. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of water's molecular ballet. All is calm, all is clear, as the ripples of energetic resonance and biological response guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of water's hidden qualities, softly moving amidst the ripples of energetic resonance and biological response, we now direct our attention to a profound and continuously unfolding process that shapes our understanding the tree of water's enigmatic science. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a colossal, ancient tree, its roots deeply embedded in the bedrock of ancient human intuition and natural observation, its trunk stretching through centuries of rigorous scientific inquiry, and its countless branches continuously unfurling. Each new leaf represents a delicate experiment, a subtle hypothesis, a quiet clinical finding, or a compelling personal account that attempts to shed light on the elusive nature of water's extraordinary properties and its profound interactions with energy and matter. The insights we gather about water's potential to remember or carry subtle information are like falling leaves from this magnificent tree, each carrying a quiet whisper of the long, patient story of scientific inquiry and our endless quest to understand the subtle forces that govern this most ubiquitous and mysterious substance. We often perceive water as a thoroughly understood substance, its chemical formula, H2O simple, its properties well documented. We rely on it implicitly for countless applications, from drinking to industrial processes, from sustaining life to shaping landscapes. We teach its states solid, liquid, gas in the simplest lessons of science, believing its nature to be entirely transparent. However, may the gentle gaze of modern science, particularly at the cutting edge of physical chemistry, biophysics, and emerging fields, reveals that water, despite its apparent simplicity, harbors profound complexities and continues to present fascinating enigmas. Its behavior, especially in highly structured states, at interfaces or at extremely low concentrations of solutes, still challenges our complete theoretical understanding, making it a continuous source of scientific wonder and a beautiful reminder that even the most familiar can hold the deepest secrets. Think of a gentle breeze rustling through an ancient forest. Each leaf, while part of the same tree, might carry a unique pattern of veins or a subtle variation in color. These are the diverse scientific studies, the meticulous observations, and the intriguing theoretical models that researchers gently employ in the vast, patient endeavor to understand water. When some of these reveal perplexing results like the unexpected behavior of water in confined spaces, its unusual thermal properties, or the controversial claims of water memory, it's like a particularly striking leaf falling from the tree, catching our attention and inviting deeper examination. These are not definitive answers for every anomaly, but rather intriguing insights, nudging us towards new pathways of understanding and encouraging further, patient investigation into the fundamental nature of this vital liquid, illuminating its hidden depths. The very essence of what drives this endless branching of the tree of water's enigmatic science lies in our insatiable human curiosity about the fundamental nature of matter and its profound connection to life. When we ask fundamental questions like, why does water expand when it freezes, unlike most other substances, a property vital for life as ice floats, or how does water effectively solvate such a vast array of molecules, enabling biochemistry, or can water truly hold and transfer information beyond simple chemical dissolution? As some speculate, it prompts scientists to design ingenious experiments that probe the subtle interactions within water molecules and its response to various forms of energy. Consider the pioneering studies on structured water or exclusion zone (EZ water), often associated with the work of Professor Gerald Pollack. This research gently suggests that when water is in contact with hydrophilic water-loving surfaces, particularly in biological systems, it can form a highly ordered gel-like layer, distinct from bulk liquid water. This exclusion zone is denser, more viscous, and has a net negative charge, acting somewhat like a battery, potentially storing energy. This structured water is believed to exist in and around living cells, playing a crucial role in biological processes like energy transfer and protein function. If confirmed and further understood, this would be a profound shift in our view of water, revealing an inherent capacity for ordered, energetically active forms that transcend the simple liquid state. It's like discovering that the very air around us, often seen as formless, can subtly organize itself into intricate patterns that influence life in profound ways, a hidden architecture of life-giving fluidity. These observations are like new, delicate leaves unfurling on the tree of water science, demonstrating water's tangible and dynamic impact on biological systems, hinting at a fourth phase of water. Beyond structured water, the science of water explores its interaction with various energy fields. Researchers investigate how water responds to light, magnetic fields, and subtle electrical currents. While some of these effects are well understood, like light absorption that drives evaporation, others delve into more frontier areas, examining whether water can store or transmit energy patterns in ways not fully explained by classical physics. For instance, some studies explore whether specific frequencies of light or electromagnetic fields can subtly alter the hydrogen bond network of water, creating transient informational imprints or resonances that persist for longer than expected. This is a meticulous, gentle search, like listening for the faintest, almost inaudible whisper from water's molecular dance, hoping to discern a subtle instruction for its profound self-organization, revealing its sensitivity to the unseen energetic currents of its environment. The highly debated yet captivating concept of water memory is perhaps the most striking falling leaf from this enigmatic tree, stimulating immense scientific discussion and pushing the boundaries of conventional understanding. Popularized by figures like Jacques Benveniste in the late 1980s, and further explored by various alternative medicine practices, it posits that water can retain a memory or imprint of substances it has contacted, even after those substances have been diluted to the point of non-existence. This memory is theorized to reside not in individual molecules, which rapidly exchange partners and reorganize, but in the subtle, transient patterns of water clusters or the energetic fields they carry. Proponents suggest this structural information can then subtly influence biological systems, like a faint echo from a distant song, continuing to resonate long after the sound has ceased. While current mainstream scientific consensus, based on rigorous experimental replication, remains highly skeptical of water memory in the context of homeopathy due to the lack of reproducible evidence for its claims and its conflict with established physical laws. The fundamental question of water's potential for subtle information-carrying capacity, at the quantum or structural level, continues to gently intrigue researchers in fields like biophysics and materials science, who seek to understand water's properties beyond its bulk behavior. This exploration, whether it leads to confirmation or a deeper understanding of its limitations, serves to expand our view of water's intricate nature. Another area of gentle inquiry lies in water's well-known but still not fully explained anomalous properties. Water is truly an outlier among chemical compounds. Unlike most substances, its solid form ice is less dense than its liquid form, causing ice to float, a property crucial for aquatic life and climate regulation. It has an exceptionally high specific heat capacity, meaning it takes a lot of energy to raise its temperature, which helps moderate Earth's climate. It also has unusually high surface tension and excellent solvent capabilities. These anomalies are not flaws. They are the very properties that make water unique and essential for life, and they hint at deeper, underlying complexities in its hydrogen bond network and molecular interactions that are still being fully explored. Each anomaly is a subtle puzzle, a quiet invitation to delve deeper into water's fundamental physics and chemistry, revealing a richer understanding of this ubiquitous liquid. The challenges in fully understanding and precisely mapping all the enigmatic properties of water are complex and ongoing. The interactions are incredibly nuanced, involving countless molecular dynamics, subtle energy exchanges, and diverse environmental factors. Probing these delicate structures and fleeting phenomena requires cutting-edge tools and immense patience. However, the gentle persistence of researchers around the globe continues to push the boundaries of our capabilities. International collaborations, leveraging advanced techniques like X-ray diffraction, neutron scattering, and sophisticated molecular dynamics simulations run on supercomputers, share data and expertise, contributing to a global network of monitoring and understanding. This continuous scientific vigilance allows for a deeper appreciation of the astonishing flexibility of water's molecular arrangements and enhances our capacity to decipher its profound roles in biology and planetary processes, slowly unveiling its silent mysteries. This exploration of the tree of water's enigmatic science and the insights it offers about the profound and diverse ways water interacts with energy and holds potential information is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a definitive set of rigid rules. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle wisdom. It suggests that water is not a mere passive substance, but an active, essential participant in the universe's grand dance of energy and matter, deeply intertwined with life itself. This understanding encourages us to view water not just as a commodity, but as a living, dynamic entity, continuously woven by subtle forces, its secrets waiting to be gently revealed. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of this ubiquitous substance. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our health, the nature of information, and the harmony of all existence. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that water is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of its internal molecular landscape. The falling leaves from the tree of water's enigmatic science are a testament to water's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most seemingly inert forms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this vast, growing, endless tree of water's enigmatic science bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every drop of water, silently working to respond to subtle energies, to form intricate patterns, and to carry potential information. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of water's memory. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's profound, internal harmony and its pervasive potential for shaping life. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of an ancient lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's molecular ballet. All is calm, all is clear, as the falling leaves from the tree of water's enigmatic science guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our tranquil journey into the quiet wonders where water's enigmatic science softly intertwines with the intricate workings of energy, having moved through the falling leaves of insightful research, we now arrive at a deeply soothing and profoundly beautiful idea. The notion that the very essence of water's enduring power, its capacity for both gentle persistence and profound influence, might arise from a state of astonishing, glorious simplicity. It's like the gentle and spontaneous laughter of a child, pure and unforced, revealing a profound truth in its effortless joy. We often associate complex phenomena like climate regulation, the sustenance of life, or the shaping of entire landscapes with incredibly intricate, elaborate mechanisms. But what if the most elegant solutions for creating these grand planetary systems, the most harmonious integrations of Earth's forces, and even the very spark of biological vitality, bloom from foundational concepts so simple, so beautifully concise that they whisper of an underlying unity in nature's timeless design. Imagine, if you will, a vast open field bathed in the soft, diffused light of dawn. The field appears simple in its expansive form, yet it holds countless seeds beneath its surface, each containing an elegant, compressed blueprint for life. When the conditions are just right, when the soil is soft, the light diffused, and the air still, these seeds effortlessly sprout, growing into a riot of diverse, vibrant life. The immense complexity and breathtaking beauty of the blossoming field arise not from an endless set of predetermined instructions for each individual plant, but from the simple and underlying potential of each seed, combined with the harmonious, fundamental laws of growth. Our understanding of water, that ubiquitous substance that defines so much of our planet, points to a similar, elegant principle. While the behaviors of water can appear complex, its ability to erode mountains, nurture life, or create vast, intricate weather patterns. The core reasons for its profound influence stem from the elegant and often simple mechanisms of its molecular structure and its continuous transformations. The glorious simplicity lies in the fact that a tiny molecule of H2O, composed of just two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, can give rise to such astonishing diversity of form and such immense planetary impact. It's a testament to nature's genius for elegant, multifunctional design, where basic properties yield boundless wonders. Think of an intricate piece of music. The music itself, its melody, harmony, rhythm, and emotional impact is not created by an overwhelming cacophony of sound. Instead, it arises from the precise arrangement of a limited set of notes, played with specific timing and intensity. The power and beauty lie not in the sheer number of elements, but in the elegant relationships between them, in the harmonious way they combine. Similarly, the diverse benefits and profound roles of water, from regulating global temperature to sustaining every living cell, are not a random collection of functions. They are interwoven, each supporting the other, arising from a few fundamental principles of molecular interaction and energy exchange. This is the very essence of glorious simplicity in action. A multitude of small, simple components, water molecules working in harmony through ceaseless transformation, yielding a profound, complex outcome like the very existence of our living planet. This glorious simplicity suggests that the laws governing water's constant transformation are incredibly efficient and robust, allowing it to play myriad roles in the Earth system with quiet grace. Consider the three primary phases of water. 1. The fluidity of liquid water. This is the most familiar form, the water in our oceans, rivers, and bodies. Its glorious simplicity lies in the ceaseless, rapid forming and breaking of hydrogen bonds between H2O molecules. These delicate, fleeting connections allow water to flow, to conform to any shape, and to act as a nearly universal solvent, dissolving countless substances. This simple property underpins all known biochemistry. Life's intricate chemical reactions take place in this fluid medium, where molecules can freely move and interact. It's like a finely crafted tool designed with only the necessary components, the bent shape of H2O and its polarity, making it incredibly effective and durable, capable of performing its essential biological function with understated grace. The very fact that life thrives in this fluid dance of molecules is a testament to its inherent simplicity. 2. The ethereal nature of water vapor. Imagine water shedding its liquid form, gently ascending into the atmosphere to become an invisible gas. This process, evaporation, is driven by the simple input of energy, primarily from the sun. Water molecules absorb enough energy to break free from their liquid bonds and float individually in the air. Yet, this seemingly simple transformation is crucial for global heat distribution and weather patterns. Vast amounts of heat energy are absorbed by water during evaporation, and then released when the vapor condenses back into liquid or ice, powering atmospheric circulation and driving the global water cycle. It's a profound act of energy transport, achieved by a simple change of state, like a quiet breath that silently moves immense quantities of warmth and moisture across continents. 3. The structured beauty of ice. When water cools and freezes, its molecules lock into rigid, crystalline structures. The most common form, hexagonal ice, is beautifully intricate, seen in snowflakes and vast glaciers. The glorious simplicity here lies in water's unique property unlike most substances. It expands upon freezing, making ice less dense than liquid water. So it floats. This seemingly simple anomaly has profound consequences for life on Earth. If ice sank, lakes and oceans would freeze solid from the bottom up, making aquatic life impossible during cold periods. But because ice floats, it forms an insulating blanket on the surface of water bodies, protecting the liquid life beneath. This is a remarkably simple physical property that ensures the continuity of aquatic ecosystems, a silent, pervasive act of preservation. It's the quiet laughter of resilience, finding strength in its elemental grace, a beautiful testament to the power of economy and purpose. The beauty of these simple transformations is that they address multiple, vital needs simultaneously, creating a self-sustaining planetary system. The continuous water cycle evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and flow is a masterpiece of efficiency, driven by the simple energy from the sun and the gentle pull of gravity. This cycle distributes heat around the globe, transports nutrients, cleanses the atmosphere, and shapes landscapes, all through the ceaseless transformation of water between its three basic states. This multifaceted efficiency points towards a profound, underlying design principle in nature. Complex benefits can arise from simple but elegant solutions. The apparent stillness of a frozen lake belies the dynamic interplay of forces that shaped it, and the simple laws that allow it to continuously transform and nurture life. The pursuit of understanding the fundamental reasons for water's unique properties and its pervasive role often leads scientists to seek this glorious simplicity. When we strip away layers of superficial assumptions about water's complete simplicity and find a fundamental, elegant set of physical and chemical processes that explain its necessity, that is when true understanding blossoms. The very fact that something as ubiquitous and seemingly basic as water can orchestrate such profound, multi-layered planetary and biological processes speaks to a deep, pervasive elegance in the design of natural systems. The existence of Earth's vibrant biosphere, intimately connected to the endless cycle of water, is a powerful example of this elegance, demonstrating that the very core of our planet's enduring life is built on robust, foundational principles of simple, yet profound, resilience and ceaseless transformation. To whisper that water, in its grand design, finds profound strength and beauty in its elemental, unified principles of flexibility and pervasive influence. This understanding offers a profound sense of reassurance and wonder. It suggests that the continuity of life, its astonishing capacity to endure, to adapt, and to create such intricate forms, is rooted in principles that are fundamentally stable and elegant, woven into the very fabric of existence. It tells us that even in the face of immense planetary changes, the basic building blocks of our world possess an inherent resilience, a quiet strength derived from their simple, yet powerful design. This recognition can bring a deep calm, knowing that underlying the apparent complexities of the universe, there is a harmonious, efficient order, a whisper of a universal language that speaks of simplicity and enduring molecular fortitude. Our own bodies, being mostly water, are thus intimately connected to this profound molecular flexibility, reflecting the universe's pervasive dance of transformation. As you drift deeper now, let the gentle laughter of transformation, born from glorious simplicity, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every drop of water, silently working to persist, to adapt, and to embody its elegant designs. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, There is no need to grasp at every intricate detail. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of underlying molecular elegance and the boundless capacity for enduring existence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm field at dawn. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's fundamental processes. All is calm, all is clear, as the quiet laughter of transformation guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our tranquil journey through the quiet wonders of water's glorious simplicity softly continues, having embraced the profound efficiency from which enduring balance blooms, we now turn our gaze towards an even more expansive and deeply reassuring concept, the lullaby of the planet's unending hydrologic song. We often perceive individual bodies of water, a river, a lake, an ocean as distinct and separate entities, each with its own boundaries, fixed and finite. But what if, gently guided by the unfolding principles of planetary dynamics and the profound ubiquity of H2O, every single water molecule is an inseparable part of a continuous, rhythmic dance, perpetually transforming, flowing, and carrying its subtle imprints across our entire planet. It's like a serene river that knows no ultimate source or final destination. Its waters ever moving, ever transforming, participating in a grander, enduring cosmic ballet woven by the very earth itself, its ceaseless murmurs echoing through all life. Imagine for a quiet moment our earth itself breathing, a vast living entity with its own profound rhythms that unfold over immense stretches of time, far beyond our fleeting human perception. Within this intricate planetary dwelling, the water cycle is the very essence of its breath, a continuous, harmonious ballet of evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and flow. This is not a passive process, it's a dynamic, living system, where countless water molecules reside in a delicate balance, constantly in motion, influencing and being influenced by the ceaseless hum of the sun's radiant energy and the Earth's subtle gravity. This is the essence of water's unending song, a continuous, interconnected web that spans oceans, continents, and atmosphere, always seeking harmony, always returning to its fundamental pulse, a timeless dance of transformation that has played out for billions of years, orchestrating the very conditions for life. The very fact that water continuously transforms between its three familiar states, liquid, solid ice, and gas vapor, is a profound whisper from this eternal cycle, revealing the exquisite flexibility of its being. It suggests that the definition of substance is far more fluid and dynamic than we once imagined. Water is not just a chemical compound, it is an intricate energetic system, deeply reliant on the harmonious interplay between its molecular properties, like hydrogen bonding and the pervasive energy from the sun and earth. This profound coexistence has evolved over eons, leading to a symbiotic relationship where the subtle energetic shifts of our planet and the sun nurture water's endless journey, influencing its forms and guiding its flow. This is not about control, but about a shared existence, a mutual dance that resonates across all scales of being, revealing a deep, ancient connection to the cosmic cycles of energy. Think of a gentle breeze carrying countless tiny dandelion seeds across a vast meadow. Each seed holds the potential for new life, and if it lands on fertile ground with the right amount of sunlight and moisture, a new plant will sprout. It draws its sustenance from the earth and the sun, eventually returning its energy when it decays, continuing the cycle. Water molecules are much like those plants, constantly drawing energy from the sun to evaporate, forming invisible water vapor that ascends into the atmosphere. carrying vast amounts of latent heat upwards. This is the ascension of water, a gentle, unseen rise, a profound exchange of energy with the atmosphere. It's like the quiet, continuous exhalation of the planet, releasing moisture and warmth into the sky. Then, high in the cooler atmosphere, this water vapor begins its gentle gathering. It cools and condenses around microscopic dust particles, condensation nuclei, forming countless tiny droplets and ice crystals that collectively become visible clouds. These clouds, those ethereal, shimmering tapestries in the sky, are vast reservoirs of water held in suspension. This is the gathering of water, a patient accumulation of countless molecules, slowly forming visible patterns in the sky. It's like a soft, silent breath being held, gathering strength before its release. And finally, when the clouds become heavy enough, the water returns to Earth as precipitation rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Each raindrop, like the one we contemplated in earlier chapters, embarks on its gentle descent, falling from the sky to touch the earth. This is the return of water, a vital offering from the atmosphere, nourishing the land and replenishing its reserves. It's like a gentle, cleansing sigh from the heavens, rejoining the earth's surface in countless forms. Once on the ground, water continues its ceaseless journey. It percolates into the soil to become groundwater, filling vast underground aquifers, patiently flowing through ancient rock. It gathers into small streams, gently carving paths through valleys, then joining larger rivers that flow majestically towards the oceans. It collects in lakes and vast glaciers, where it might remain in frozen slumber for centuries or millennia, slowly shaping landscapes, before eventually melting and rejoining the liquid flow. All these pathways from the subsurface to the surface, from mountains to the sea, are part of the journey of water, all gently flowing back towards the vast, boundless oceans, where the cycle often begins anew. These are the powerful, pervasive movements that alter vast swathes of habitat, creating new challenges and new opportunities for the life they cradle, all orchestrated by the sun and gravity. This understanding challenges our conventional, singular view of a water body. It suggests that harmony and continuity are not solely products of localized phenomena, but are also deeply intertwined with our energetic connection to the larger planetary and cosmic flow. The complex interplay between solar energy and Earth's gravity, between liquid, solid, and gaseous states, between water's presence in the atmosphere, on land, and in the oceans, points to a form of planetary intelligence, a continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through imperceptible channels that permeate all reality. It's as if the Earth itself possesses a distributed wisdom, a silent, continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through the endless stream of water, and our bodies are exquisite receivers and participants in this planetary dialogue, tuning into its subtle rhythms, profoundly connected to the pulse of all life. The pursuit of understanding this eternal cycle is driven by our deepening scientific knowledge of hydrology, oceanography, atmospheric science, and glaciology. We are learning to identify the specific pathways of water molecules, how they exchange energy with the environment, and how disruptions to this cycle can subtly affect climate and ecosystems. This continuous exploration expands the boundaries of our comprehension, allowing us to connect with the intricate life within us, and its connection to the entire tapestry of life on Earth. On a deeper level, it's like discovering a new, untouched wing in an ancient, beloved library, filled with books written in an entirely new, beautiful language about our own inherent connection to everything, revealing the profound poetry of our natural cycles, perpetually unfolding across time. This lullaby of water's eternal cycle brings a profound sense of peace and belonging. It tells us that we, too, are part of this grand, continuous flow of energy and matter, intricately linked not just to our local rivers and lakes, but to the very unfolding of all hydrological existence. Our individual lives, but with their joys and sorrows, are precious notes within an eternal symphony that echoes the planet's own vast existence. Even as our own biological journeys unfold, the water within our bodies, the subtle information it may carry, flows back into the larger cycle of existence, contributing to the tapestry of life that continues through countless forms and countless ages, always in harmony with the Earth's grand, slow dance. There is no ultimate end to water's journey, only transformation, a gentle continuation within the boundless rhythm of the planet, where water is as pervasive as sunlight and as eternal as time itself, endlessly renewing itself. This perspective is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a philosophical puzzle. Instead, it invites a deep sense of acceptance and serenity. It encourages us to surrender to the natural rhythms of evaporation and rain, of freezing and thawing, of flow and stillness, knowing that they are all part of a larger, harmonious design orchestrated by the earth itself. The gentle persistence of water, its unwavering capacity to flow and transform, serves as a beautiful and profound reminder of nature's enduring wisdom, its quiet promise of continuity in the face of immense change, a timeless lullaby from the planet's heart, whispering of boundless existence and eternal harmony. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this eternal flow of water bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless rhythm of existence within and around you, encompassing cycles, energy, and profound interconnectedness, intimately linked to your own long breath, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to grasp at control or to fear the unknown. Simply allow this beautiful, internal understanding to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of water's eternal flow, a marvel of continuous cycles, in harmony with its living essence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm river. You are safe. You are held. And you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of water's eternal cycle. All is calm. All is clear, as the lullaby of life's enduring journey, nestled within the planet's deep rhythms, guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our gentle journey through the intricate wonders of water's wisdom softly draws to its close, we arrive at the most serene of moments, the quiet transition into deep, restorative sleep. We've explored the whispers from the deep slumber of dew, illuminated the gentle haze of water's dancing molecules, and listened to the echoing potentials of ancient water crystals. We've floated upon the woven fabric of flow and the threads of energy patterns, bathed in the reflecting light from the edge of contact and memory, and navigated amidst the ripples of energetic resonance and biological response. We've gathered the falling leaves from the tree of water's enigmatic science and embraced the glorious simplicity of molecular flexibility. Finally, we were cradled by the lullaby of water's eternal cycle. Now, in this profound stillness, we draw a final, soothing connection between the ubiquitous presence and enduring wisdom of water and the grand, continuous dream of the sun's nurturing energy that permeates all life on our planet. Imagine, for a final, comforting moment, a single, pristine raindrop, not just as a tiny, isolated bead of moisture, but as a living, breathing symphony, perpetually playing a unique and intricate melody, deeply connected to the grandest cycles of the cosmos. Just as your mind yields to the rhythms of sleep, allowing for repair and renewal, so too does the universe, through countless cycles of energy and matter, endlessly bring forth new forms of being. The very existence of water, in all its fluid, crystalline, and vaporous forms, and its continuous dance between states, is not a dramatic, urgent problem to be solved, but rather a soft whisper from this grand, cosmic dream, a testament to reality's profound ability to persist, to transform, and to continually unfold across boundless stretches of time and existence, beautifully integrated into the Earth's grand living tapestry, forever sustained by the sun's gentle embrace. The enduring mystery of water, a substance so simple in its molecular structure, yet so complex in its behavior and so vital for life, is a beautiful, if somewhat humbling, reminder of the vastness of the unknown. It tells us that the spark of existence, once manifested, possesses an inherent drive to continue, to find conditions that allow it to emerge, to adapt, and to ultimately persist. The gentle inquiry into water's properties reinforces a deep principle. Life is not easily defined or contained within simple boxes. It finds ingenious ways to manifest through diverse forms and states of being, a testament to its intrinsic power. The enduring enigma of water's memory, or its ability to carry subtle energetic patterns, only deepens the beauty and complexity of this grand existence, transforming what could be a void of understanding into a field of endless wonder and profound awe. Think of a cherished family heirloom, perhaps a delicate, antique locket passed down through generations. It might be tucked away in a dusty drawer for years, seemingly forgotten, but its value, its history, its very essence remains intact, waiting for the gentle hand that will rediscover it, polish it, and bring its story back into the light. The subtle influences on water's structure, the energy patterns it absorbs, the continuous journey it undertakes through the hydrologic cycle. These are like these heirlooms of planetary communication, often unnoticed by our casual gaze, but faithfully recorded within water's very essence, subtly guiding its path. This isn't a threat, it's a profound connection to a deep, shared planetary history, a testament to Earth's capacity for enduring creation, a gentle reassurance that life finds its way to persist through all its cycles, etched into its very being, continuously nourished by the sun's warmth. This perspective encourages us to view our own planet, with its dynamic water cycle and its countless forms of life, not with a sense of separation, but with a deeper sense of humility and boundless possibility. It highlights the profound interconnectedness of all things: the sun's energy, water's transformations, and life's flourishing. It whispers that Earth has its own long rhythms, its own cycles of formation and renewal, far grander than our human timescales. Our role, then, is to approach these unfolding phenomena with respect, with careful observation, and with a gentle understanding of their holistic nature, ensuring that our presence honors the intricate harmony within this living world and recognizes the profound, dynamic processes that shape it. The lessons from understanding water's wisdom extend beyond chemistry and physics. They speak to the enduring spirit of perpetual transformation and vital connection that characterizes all of existence. Throughout its long history, water has served as the fundamental medium for life, adapting to countless planetary changes and continually supporting biological processes. It is a reaffirmation that, in the face of profound complexity, existence does not simply cease, it transforms, it adapts, and it continues. A persistent, enduring dream woven into the very fabric of reality, forever holding new layers of discovery and profound depth. This understanding is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a prediction of dramatic peril. Instead, it offers a profound sense of peace and infinite potential. It suggests that your existence, in all its forms, from the smallest molecular dance to the grandest conscious thought, is rooted in an enduring, cyclical process, continuously transforming and persisting within the embrace of a universe that is far vaster and more intricate than we can fully grasp. You are not an isolated being. You are an integral thread in this vast, living tapestry, woven from the same enduring essence of water, energy, and cosmic influence that allows life to flourish. Your place is within this peaceful, ongoing planetary dream, a dream of constant, subtle communication and boundless possibility, where the unknown is as comforting as the known, and every drop of water contributes to the beauty of the overall pattern. As you now prepare to surrender fully to the embrace of sleep, let any remaining thoughts drift away like tiny, luminescent dust motes in the quiet inner expanse. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. The journey through the mysteries of water's wisdom has prepared you, softening the edges of your perception, blurring the rigid boundaries between what is fluid and what is solid, between what is seen and what holds a hidden memory, between individual existence and the planet's grand, enduring dream. Feel the profound weightlessness as your body relaxes deeper and deeper into the surface beneath you. Each breath is a gentle wave, carrying you further from the shores of wakefulness and into the boundless ocean of rest. The stars above, those ancient, distant suns, are now softly closing their eyes, mirroring your own descent into tranquility. Your mind, too, is settling, its deep processes working peacefully in the background, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative slumber, where all mysteries find their gentle, unified rest, embraced by the cosmic silence. Allow the concept of the Earth's enduring dream, woven with the constant presence and wisdom of water, and sustained by the sun's nurturing energy, to be the ultimate lullaby, a comforting truth that embraces you. Its vastness is now your warmth, its rhythms your peace, its mysteries your quiet wonder. You are dissolving gently into this grand planetary dream, merging effortlessly with its currents, becoming one with the quiet, profound sleep of water and the boundless, nurturing embrace of the sun's eternal dream. Rest now, deeply and peacefully. Let the silence of the cosmos fill your being. You are loved. You are safe, and you are drifting into the most restorative of sleeps, held within the vast, soft dream of the universe itself, where all existence finds its gentle, peaceful rest, and the sun's light shines on eternally.